Hello everyone, I hope you are doing good, and this is my next video in which I will be discussing journal entries and also the format of profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. Now journal entries are for the transfer of net profit and the distribution of profit, meaning for all appropriations that we are going to do in this chapter. Now, you all know that the final accounts of a company or any firm would involve the trading, profit and loss account and the balance sheet. That is for the sole proprietor, as you have done in class 11. In class 12, when it comes to partnership, there is one more additional account that we are going to open after the profit and loss account, which is the profit and loss appropriation account. Now, as the name suggests, all appropriations, meaning all distribution of profit, will be done here. Here meaning this account, which is opened as an extension to the profit and loss account. We determine the profit or loss in the PL account, and whatever profit we get from there, we transfer it and bring it to this account. For that, we need to close the profit and loss account, and we need to put this profit here. So the journal entry for that is PL account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. What have we done to the profit and loss account? Debit side. Net profit obviously will be on the debit side. So we have debited this account, that closes profit and loss account. That amount comes to the credit. Are we not crediting PL appropriation account here? So that will come on the credit side of this account. So this is my starting point. I have to write here by profit and loss account. I cannot write here by net profit brought down. That, if you want, you can write it within brackets, but not as an account. We follow the journal entry, and the council is very particular about all these small nitty-gritties. By profit and loss account, and we have brought here the net profit. So here on this side I have whatever I need to distribute. On the debit side I will be putting all appropriation which I have to give to the partners. The amounts that I have to give to the partners is interest on capital, then salary, partner's commission, any transfer to a reserve, all those things will appear here. So if we take, please refer to the screenshot of journal entries that is given to you, or if you have the book, you can refer the book for the page where you have been given the journal entries. Alright. Now in there, interest on capital. Interest on capital is an expense for the firm. So debit all expenses. Interest on capital account debit. Okay. And who am I supposed to give this? Who is supposed to get it? The partner. The partner's capital account will increase whenever I give him something. So here I should credit partner's capital or current account depending on which method of capital we are maintaining. Okay. If we are maintaining the fluctuating capital method, then it will go to partner's capital account, because in that method we do not have any current account. If we take the fixed capital method, we will obviously credit this amount to partner's current account, because under fixed capital method we are not supposed to touch the capital, we are not supposed to disturb the capital. Here all other appropriations would be going to the current account. So depending on the method, we will choose which account has to be credited, but it is to the partner who is supposed to get the interest on capital. This is the adjusting entry. And this is the first time this interest on capital is coming into picture at the end of the year. Since this is a nominal account, we will transfer and close it. Now the closing entry is profit and loss appropriation account debit to interest on capital account. So once you have debited here, once you have credited here, interest on capital account is closed. This is how we close interest on capital. So this is the closing entry for interest on capital. For all other appropriations, it remains the same. Adjusting entry, closing entry. Closing entry, we have transferred this amount to PL appropriation account, debit side, so it should appear here. We will write here to interest on capital. I suppose we have two partners. Their respective amounts will come here and the total will come here. So is this clear? The journal and the ledger. Now, this next entry is for interest on drawings. Interest on drawings is an income for the firm because interest on drawings is charged by the firm from its partners. So partners have to give this to the firm, so it's an earning for the firm. So any income should be credited. So this is your first adjusting entry. We will be charging this amount from the partners, so we will debit their partners capital or current account. Interest on drawings. Income credited. This is the adjusting entry. How do we close this? Something that is credited, we need to debit it. So here we close it by debiting interest on drawings account and crediting profit and loss appropriation account. Since all incomes will come here, profit is there, interest on drawings will be there, right? So interest on drawings comes here as by interest on drawings from all the partners who are supposed to pay this. Okay. Coming to the other, if you refer to your book, other appropriations are to partners' salary, to partners' commission. These are all things that I am supposed to give to the partners. Interest on capital, salary, commission. So all of these will be coming on the debit side, all are expenses for the firm. If I transfer a certain amount from the profits to create a reserve, I need to credit the reserve account. For creating a reserve, you do not have two entries, adjusting and closing. There is just one entry because it straight goes to the profit and loss appropriation account. So here it is to reserve. This amount has been kept aside for future use of the business. Now after all of this is done, we add these two and the total up here. Then from this total, we subtract all the appropriations that I am supposed to do. And I am left with this amount. Okay? From this total of that side, I subtract all these appropriations, I get this balancing figure. This is called the divisible profit. This will be given or distributed among the partners in the profit sharing ratio. So this should be going to partners' capital or current account, respectively to each partner individually. Okay, this total here. This is how we close the PL appropriation account. The question might be, give the closing entry for profit and loss appropriation account, or give the entry for distribution of divisible profit among the partners. So this is how it is supposed to be showing here, and the journal entry for that would be PL appropriation account debit. Are we debiting it here? And what are we debiting? Two partners, capital or current account in their profit sharing ratio. So this is the entire treatment of journal and ledger. It is the preparation of profit and loss appropriation account. One very important point to be noted is this net profit should be the correct net profit always. All charges against profit must be debited before we take it here in the outer column. Especially there are two charges against profit which the children jumble up here. Now those are interest on loan from a partner, meaning the firm has taken a loan from the partner, so it will have to pay interest on that. That is a charge against profit. And rent to partner. Both are charges against profit. These must be subtracted in order to calculate the correct net profit. Only then can I put it here. In case in a sum these two things are not subtracted, before we start with the appropriation, we need to subtract this. You can show this as a working note, or you can show it here in the inner column also. Keep the net profit, unadjusted net profit inside the inner column, subtract interest on loan to be given and rent to be given, and then bring it out in the outer column. This is how we will prepare the journal and the PL appropriation account. Thank you so much for watching, and keep yourself updated by pressing on the bell button there. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.